Everybody watching back as well. On the plot after work, I've just mixed up a load of compost, as you can see here, with a bit of vermiculite, a bit of humax. I was just originally going to come down to just sort the fire out, which the fire is roaring away at the moment. Just get that window shut. But I got a nice little surprise yesterday. I received a package. So I received this package, which you may have already seen. A lot of people have seen as well. It's from the EGVGA, which is European Giant Vegetable Growers Association. You'll see this on this week's update as well. Hello, Nick. And in here, just a sneak peek, I've received seeds and more seeds. Absolutely fantastic. Now, a few of these I'm going to be putting away now. I'm going to do now. I did one today, but you'll see that in this week's video. So what I'm going to do tonight is there is a couple of things in here which I want to start sowing, and that's to do with chilies and also the so we've got chilies and also the giant swede as well. I'm going to put a couple of them in. I'm going to try a few layer long chilies as well. I've only got a couple, so I'll have to have a think about when to put them in, to be honest. Nick, it's never too late. I see I've just finished work, so I'm just coming down to the garden to sort everything out. Hello, Greg. Who else have I mixed? Hello, Bill. I think Bill was on there. Bill and Val. Hello, you guys. Hello, Anne. Hello, Jamian. So I just need to pick out what I want to sow. I've got heavy chilies here on the go. Long chilies. What else have I got? There's tomatoes there. Kohlrabi, which I've already started today. Once again, another heavy pepper. A bit too soon for them for my liking. I'll have to double check with all of them. World record strain bell pepper. Cucumbers, which I'll save. Got all sorts in here, all sorts. Nothing dedicated about it, just getting time to do it, so I might as well if I'm in here. So in fact, what I'm just going to do tonight is I'm going to sow the giant swede that I've got in here. I've got heavy carrots here as well, which I'm going to put in, because I fancy putting a few more in from the ones I've already done this week, but you'll see that this week's update as well. Let me find the giant swede. This was shown at Malvern 2017 by Mr. Lehman. So that was by Tyrone, I believe. So just shut my box of goodies up, take those home, and I'll have a look through there and see what needs to be sowed and where and when. I do have a little guide to when to sow and what to sow and when, but as of from this evening, all I'm going to be doing is giant swede and also the heavy carrot. So I wasn't expecting this pack to come yesterday, so I'm quite pleased with it coming. Wait, what am I going to sow these in? What am I going to sow these into? Do I sow them straight into a pot, or do I sow them into a tray, or do I sow them into a jug? What do I sow them into? Tell you what I'll do. I'll sow them into the carrots. I'm going to sow into the long. Where have they gone? Juice. Shut the fire down. Where's me cups? No, that's not my home greenhouse. I'm at the allotment, Phil. Or Val, whichever one is on. Where are they gone? Home, huh? Surely not. Second home, yep, that is. Where have I put them? Pine cups. I couldn't have taken them all home because I'll leave them here. Oh, it's nice and warm in there now. I need to shut that back down again. I think I've taken all my pine cups home. Whoopsies. What else have I got? I just need something to start them off basically, because I'll be transplanting them anyways. Oh well. We're going into little jelly cups instead. Whoop! As you know, saving on compost this year. I'm just using the cups and just putting them in there, transplanting them when and if needed. Just means I get more late night potting on videos to do. put that in there. So that would be for the heavy carrot. So I'll choose all of them for the heavy carrot. I'll put a few of them in. There's a fair few in there. Tea Green, how did you come up with your name for your channel? Just sat there and just thought of what can I put on, just play on words, see what's what. I've never been seeing, especially with the kids, and allotment up here known as the plot, and just lost the plot. They just come on with it. I thought, nah, Dean's lost the plot, that'll do. I'd look to see if everybody else had it. Anybody else had lost the plot? Nobody else has got it, so I thought I'll have that and see how it goes. And here we are this evening. So I need to shut that down. Giant Swedes, little marker. Boop, boop, boop. And it is rutabaga. Of the second, and that will be on there. Everybody, hello, 10 people. Temperature in the greenhouse at the moment down here, we are currently sitting at 15 degrees, which is about 60 Fahrenheit. So nice temperature. Same in the back. Let's have a look. So we're sitting at 16 in here, which is 60, and we're sitting at 55 in the back end as well, where my onions are and also my leeks. I think it was a sneak peek of my onions as well. I've just collected some more. So at the meantime, let's get these giant Swede in. I'll just put 5 in for the time being because that's enough for that small pot, and we'll do another set in a couple of weeks time. I'll be putting markers on my phone. Them down, sprinkle the compost on the top. Done. It's going to get to a point this year where I'm going to be growing too much stuff again, and it's not just flowers this year, it's basically giant vegetables. I'm going to have me dip my hand in all of them and everything, see what becomes of it. It's all just a trial run this year. Main thing I want to try and get on the bench is the leeks and the onions. That's what I want to get done. For a pain, mate. And I spotted your cost of your electricity, and I can state that my electricity over the last 3 months is basically half the price of yours. I'll just put these on and I'll have a quick chat. So long carrots, which can be classed as heavy carrots as well. We'll put 4 in there, and that takes me 5. We'll put 5 in. Hopefully all 5 germinate, because I've got 5 at home, which you'll see this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push them down. Bit of compost at the top. Water. Writing and done. So I'll answer your question in 1 second. 1 second there, Nick. I'll tell you what it's cost us so far for the heating in here. And it's been on for a couple of months now, I think. So they are heavy carrot. Second, and that's the E, G, V, G. And I'll put them in my heated propagator, which is basically 2 cups in the back here. I'll see if I can squeeze them into 4 first door belders. Well, yes, of course. Managed to get it squeezed in. That's full now. Full. just bring it in off ways. So, my little heater propagator is this little thing here. I'll put the seeds away. I'll give you a quick show of these. So, in here, let's show you, Nick, I'll show you. Spin you around. So in here, I've got the fire, which is roaring away. And if I switch the lights on, flashlight, there will flash. So there's the fire. Got the pipes on there, if you hear it. You can hear the fire burn there. Got the pipes under there. Got me stuff on the heated bench there. Taken through to the back. There's my heated pipes there. Put a bit of water on there, you'll see. That's how hot the pipes are. You see the steam coming off there already. And that's already drying out. So that heat is going up to underneath, on the bench underneath. And underneath this bench, I mean this whole tank is warm as well. The whole tank's warm. So if I go up to the top, this is where my onions and my leeks are. So there's a sneak peek of some onions that I've getting. These are heavy onions, they're bigger than the ones I've got at home, and I've got my leeks at the back there, just the ones that I've got here at the moment. Where we're going. All of your messages, I see everything on there. I'm very grateful for your messages. It's always nice to see you're one of the first ones to comment as well, so thank you very much. So going back through here, I'll just hang this back up again. Pardon my hand. 1 second, I need to bank this fire up and I'll tell you about the cost. I'll tell you about the cost, Nick. Burning too quickly, that. I'll have to sort that out. I'll have to bank it right up. Right, sorry. Anyhow, so what I'm using is I'm using sea coal, which is in here. So sea coal, big stuff, and also I've got sea coal, which is the smaller stuff. Now this stuff is £2 per bag. Bigger stuff is a bit more expensive. This is stuff that we've had from last year. I paid £20 for some sea coal from Duff to be delivered. I had 3 tons of it. I'm whittling down to about, I've used about half of that. So I'll be planning on going on to gas for long. This fire is burning really hot. I don't want it to. Sorry guys, bear with us just one moment while I try and get this sorted out, because it needs to be kicked back down again. Don't want to burn it too quickly or it some more duff before I leave. That fire's now shut down as much as it can be. So back what I was saying before. So I will be getting some gas in here. It's even hotter now in here. Whew. So that's them two things sewed. That's that sorted out. Put them in there. This is my little heated propagator down here. All this is 2 cake tin lids, which I've already showed you in the past. Now the tomatoes which I sowed last week, they have germinated fantastic, and here we are at the moment. So nothing's happening here. The only thing I've done is just give them a bit of water. The only thing that haven't come up yet, and these were sown on the 6th of the 2nd, is the Spanish tomatoes. Everything else is starting to come up. There's all the tomatoes that I sowed, the Roma tomatoes. So they're already up from the 6th, and that was only the other day, so 5 days ago. 5 days these have shot up. We've got standard tomatoes, which are Ailsa Craig tomatoes, which are an outdoor variety. They're coming up alright. And I've also got Moneymaker there. Only ones I haven't got is Gardener's Delight. And there's some Sweet Millions, just a small tumbling toms. I've got some kohlrabi in here, and I've also got the carrots and also the giant swede as well. Just give these a bit of water. I'll put them back in over through there, so they're on the top shelf, getting the most sunshine, because I don't want them to be leggy. So I'm just going to put them back through there. It's still firing away. It's roaring. Right, well, I've done everything I was going to do today. Tonight even. Oh, got my knife everything here. Chuck everything else out there. Still got loads of tidying up to do. Hello everybody, all 22 of yous. Let's have a look, see what people have been saying here. Temp the greenhouse, so I've done that. Fingers crossed, Nick. I want a £7 onion. That's my target for this year. Nothing strenuous, nothing massive, of course, like all of yours. Yours are, I mean, yours fantastic. I love following yours. So organised, and like I say, since the time that I've met you last year, the just your enthusiasm and everything, like your good lady said when we had a chat in Malvern, once you put your mind to something, there's no stopping you, and I can see that as well. So I would like to say I want to wish you the best of luck. Hopefully this year you do break that record. Whereabouts is the Nationals being held for the Onion Championships this year, Nick? Do you know? Regards your question, the fire on all day. The fire is on all day. 24/7, 7 days a week. Through the day, it's not on so warm. It's not banked up, right up, so just let it burn. I'll be back here at 8:10 tomorrow morning. This will be on, this should be on all the way through until tomorrow morning now. Then it'll just be kept going throughout the day. If it's going to be double temperatures, we don't put it on. Of course, with the sunshine as well coming through here, I just want the greenhouse at a nice temperature, which is basically anything over 10 degrees. A lot of other things do require more heat. That's the reason as to why I've built the bench underneath. So when the water heats up in the pipework, the heat rises onto the metal plate, and we've got a heat bench underneath there for the time being. I've been messing around with the idea because, of course, I want the heat benches to be done in the back here with the fire. But for the time being, I am contemplating just go and buy some heat mats just to get us ticking over, so that I can get the things started off at home. Things like the dahlias or the chrysanthemums and stuff. To be quite honest, this year, chrysanthemums I will be taking cuttings from. The chrysanthemums will be going on a heat bench. Dahlias, not so much, because I have been given lots of seed from Ant's allotment. He's given me loads of dahlia seed. I've also been informed by several different people, including Robert Reed, lovely chap, and a lot of other dahlia growers. If I want any, just give them a shout and they'll send us some through. So very much grateful. I am going to have to make a plan in the garden to see what I need to put and where, because places are running out of room. I've just sent a list to a chap called Royston, and I asked what I was growing this year, and I was sitting and I was writing the list, and I was writing the list, and I was writing the list, and I think this list is getting longer and longer and longer. I'm growing so much, it's unbelievable. Chrysanthemums like this, I mean, that's growing all right there. Let's take a few cuttings off that. That's the yellow one. I mean, Jeff's got some for us as well, so I'll have plenty of stuff to put in. It's just putting them in places. Who said hello there? I missed that. Hello, Sam. A lot of things I'll be looking to grow into pots. I've got a few pots. Also, lots. Hello, bookends. We're growing a lot of things in pots. Onions and leeks. I'll be trying some in pots as well. And obviously, of course, in the ground as well. Once I get the onion structure sorted out, I'll be looking to get a couple more polytunnels as well. But garden rents are due over the next 2 months after March, so I've got 2 gardens to pay for now. So I'll have to put some money away this month and put some money away next month. Sam, finished work, came down, sort the fire out. I've just potted up some heavy carrots. Just sowed some heavy carrots and also sowed some giant swede and left them down here. Give a sneak peek of the stuff that I've got in here, and also the other flowers that have grown as well. Another thing in here as well, which Leslie sowed. So I sowed these from seed a little while ago. They are dwarf hyacinths, and I wasn't going to grow flowers, but Leslie's put them in, so I've potted them up today as well. And I've also got the now these were sowed in October. These were sowed in October. Anybody know what they are? Hazard a guess of what they are. Cold sowings. They're not cabbage. They're a cold sown. Labelling here, I know, I just want to check to see if I had a sneaky peek. So I sowed these cold in October, put them in the greenhouse and just left them to go on. These will be put out when I can be bothered with them. I don't even know when to put them out. I've never sowed these as early as I did, but the plan is to have all year round vegetables. Hint. All year round vegetables to have constant, because at the moment I've just pulled some potatoes up. I've got some decent potatoes to take home, some main crop potatoes, but other than that there's nothing else to pull out the garden. I've got nothing in the garden that I can pull out now in February, whereas I should be able to have leeks. Should be able to pull some leeks out, at least some cabbage and stuff like that. Bookends, bingo. Cauliflower. These are all year round cauliflower, and they need to go basically outside in about two to 3 weeks time. They've been in there for far too long. They're required to be put in the ground. Where to put them? Don't know yet. Also, the carnations have come up lovely as well. So these things, flowers that I sowed, they come up fantastic. They do look good, I must admit. I like they've just been in the back end in the cold section. I've also got flowers and things in the back as well. Some hanging geraniums, which I wanted to keep going, so I can take cuttings and things like that. Long? No, greenhouse is not 50 foot long. I'm going off because, to be honest, I'm not good with measurements. I'm sure I've got a stand. I'm sure I've got not a blade. I'm sure I've got a tape measure here somewhere. Anyways, let's have a quick measure. I'll walk it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 12 by 10. 7, 8, 9, 12 by 10. Five, 6. Nice, 12 by 10. 12 by 10. Oh, it's a one with 6 pins across the front. 2, 4, 6. 6 pins at the side and 4 pins at the front. So go off that what you will. And I've got one of these, and I've got 2 8x6s at the bottom, which I've joined together. I've also got an 8x6 in the middle as well. So that's what I've got for greenhouse size. This greenhouse is now a potting shed. Potting shed with heat bed, with benches. This time last year I didn't even have these benches in. So this is the first year me using all this, and it's been such a help. I got myself all worked up about last year, see what I had done this time last year. I've looked at my video this morning. One, I'm ahead of where I was last year, with thanks from people that I've met, and also, like I say, I've been getting stuff off people and looking after things more better, and the lights have all been prepared and sorted and things like that out. I've got better seeds. I've got more knowledge of the compost and things what to use and how to sow them instead of wasting loads of compost. I've got my fire and everything already sorted in. Yes, it has got its few things which I like to change. But I mean, just the stuff I've got in general. I've got loads of stuff which I've never had this time last year. I mean, this was the size. They were the size of the leeks that I had last year. Round about that size. If you look back at my videos, about that size. I've got this is my second year doing leeks. Leeks I have now. There we go. There's one. Not as big as some people's, but it's clean. Popping its own button. I like that leek. So I've got them ones. I never had onion that size last year. I've got more heavy onions at home as well. And the piece de la resistance, as I've showed you before, that one. It's got some lovely kills on that. It's got little horns on it. That's my Grandad Dave seed. I put in late. I can't remember when I put it in. I don't think this is going to get any bigger, to be quite honest with you. I think this is at the end of its growing cycle. It's more than likely going to shoot a seed head up. It's in the 9 litre air pot. Roots are coming up the bottom. Absolutely crazy. Still going strong. Regardless, if this gets any bigger, great. If it doesn't, it's going in the pan. It's heavy. But yeah, I've got a ton of carnations to pot on. There's carnations at the back here. The benefits of them pots, they're called air pots. I showed you on, was it last week's video? This week's video is going to be on. Video that I showed about potting up my Cumbrians in air pots. But I'll tell you again, the little holes on the sides, basically push compost right the way through, and the roots go through to there, come up the side and air prune. Basically it kills the end of the root, which means it sends a message back up the root to say create more roots. So it creates smaller roots, more fibrous roots. Then each one of those that hits the air creates more. So basically it's creating more roots for take more feed in. The disadvantages of them, they dry out a lot quicker, but there is things what you can do with the matting which you can get for watering, which you can cut up in strips and use as a wick, and you put them down the bottom. So you put them into some water in the bottom and it just soaks up all the way through. and the roots can, the compost will stay damp. Don't know whether it works or not. I don't know. I've got 23 litre air pots which I used for my chilies last year. I did put my onions, my leeks in before them. They're not cheap. The 15 litre potato towers, I think, are £15 each, and some people grow one onion in them. So it just depends on some of the 45 litre ones as well. They're expensive as well, and I've seen pictures of people with rows and rows of them. They're expensive to buy. If you can get away with not using them, great. If you want to use them, be serious. But like I say, it's up to yourself how you want to use. Alan, yes, I go to bed. Don't sleep much, but I do go to bed. Sam, have a look on Exhibition Garden, because you can get them from there as well. Exhibitiongarden.com or .co.uk. I can't remember. I keep getting them mixed up. It's one of them ones. But have a look on there, because they sell them, and they sell them in packs and stuff as well. Well, there's nothing else for me to do this evening. This fire is roaring away lovely. It's nice and warm in here. I just hope it's still on in the morning when I come down. I'll put my seed goodies away. I mean, some of the stuff that I've getting in here, I mean, it's absolute giant pumpkins. I'll be doing a seed giveaway with some of these, because I'll not be growing a lot of these. We've got pumpkins. Pumpkin seeds, field pumpkin seeds. I mean, the size of the seeds alone. I mean, there's the size of that one. Same size as a little finger. But there's giant sunflower seeds, there's long sunflowers, there's sunflowers. I've got sunflower seeds from Seb, which I grew with 4 metre one with last year. And I've also got some more in here, which grew, the ones that grew just a little above mine. So I look forward to starting them off later on. I'll start them off a little bit later this time round. But that's coming home with me. I need to start some more tomatoes off as well, because I'll need to do them in weekly intervals instead of 2 weekly intervals, because I'm not growing them for myself, I'm growing them to sell. So I need to start some more tomatoes off, because them ones are already starting to pop up and pop through as quickly than what I thought. Oh, that fire is away. I'm away as well. Oh. Give everything a quick spray before I leave. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Here's a second. I'm back. So, just giving everything a good spray. Room in here, believe it or not. There's no more space in here for me to put anything. I'm going to take the bench. I have to take the bench down off the top. Can't believe I've run out of space already. I need to get the middle of greenhouse sorted out with some heat. Once I get that sorted out with a bit of heat, I'll be laughing. But lots of things to buy. It's all to keep on top of. Right, so I'm off skis now. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks Nick for your questions. And everybody else that's joining as well. If I've missed anybody, I apologise. Hello Frank. Goodbye Frank. So Nick, any disease? The Cumbrians did have a disease in, but to be quite honest, they're looking alright and clean. Just kick the friggin' stuff all over. Let's have a look. Just to show you if you're still here. If not, later on, you can see. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll take a picture of it, but at the minute it's looking green enough for us. But I've now got to pick a load of sea coal off the floor because I've just dumped it all down. So I'm going to say goodbye now, and I'm going to go home for some tea and go to bed. So I'll see you for my update on Sunday, and I'll be back down here for 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So see you then.